The Adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here
with Patty and
Jean
from the band St. Lucia.
Nice.
Yes.
And I love your look.
Oh, thank you.
Whose idea is it? It must be yours.
No, actually, we worked with a friend of ours.
What are you trying to say, man?
It was
trying to say she told you how to dress.
Yeah, it was a collaboration with Xander Ferreira, a friend of ours, and us, basically. And I love it because I don't have to worry about what to wear.
Isn't that great?
Yes, it's like 10 minutes to showtime. No worries.
We have a red and a white outfit, so the only decision is red or white.
And what picked red today?
We wore white yesterday.
There it is. I love it.
The white's sweaty, so...
Yeah, that one has to get recycled.
Exactly.
But I love the look, though. It's so cool. Not literally, though. Like, how do you play and perform in this heat in that? Especially him.
You're going to be hot, you're going to sweat, and it doesn't matter what I wear, I'm going to be completely drenched, so it might as well be drenched in a towel.
There you go. I love it. And, you know, when you're up on stage, too, and you're getting drenched, you don't really think about it because you're in this zone, and I think it just propels you even more.
Oh, this is my favorite part about a show. Get sweaty and, like, go.
I love it. You're the second artist this weekend that has said the exact words, like they want to be sweaty up on stage.
I think if you're not sweaty, something's wrong.
You're standing still and playing a studio album on the stage.
I think the only show we ever played where I didn't sweat was we played Snow Globe Festival in Lake Tahoe once, and it was like negative 10 degrees Celsius or something.
Now, how are you playing that?
We could. My hands were frozen. I kept on. There was like a heater, like with fire, like spitting fire behind me, and I kept putting my hands in the heater because my hands they wouldn't move. I was like, I know my hands on the keyboard have to change right now, but it's not doing it. So I would like stick them in the fire and then come back out. It was insane, actually. Yeah,
pretty brutal.
So tell me about your part 2, newest part of your double album masterpiece.
All right, I'll do my best. So we're in the process of releasing a double album. We released it separately, the two parts of it. The first part came out earlier this year. The second part is coming out at the end of this year. The first part is more influenced by the 60s and 70s, a bit more kind of indie, psychedelic kind of thing. It's called Fata Morgana Dawn. The second one is called Fata Morgana Dusk and is more of a kind of exploration of dance music and pop music.
See, I love that. And that was what I was saying before. Your double album masterpiece, part 2 of your double album masterpiece. And I love how you had part 1 as Dawn and part 2 as Dusk. I just thought it was brilliant.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man.
But now, I think it's even more brilliant that it's like almost 2 separate genres.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I just don't like how artists are boxed into a genre. Like,
thank you.
Art is expression, and you shouldn't be limited to what kind of music you can play.
Totally.
I totally agree. I think there's a lot of artists that I like who do the same thing over and over. I think that's a skill in a way, but I do think like there's an overrepresentation right now of artists that really sound the same or very similar across their discography, because I think it's easier for the algorithm to understand that music and to know who to recommend that to and what playlists to put it on. And I think we love what we do. We're very proud of it, but I think it is harder for these kind of like technological AI systems to just know where to put our music, because I think there is a joining line through all of it. I think there is a certain sound to it, but it is pretty different, like you said.
But that's not why we do it. You know what I mean? Like it comes, like for me, it's just you have a certain time. I always call it the time capsule. You're creative for that period of time, and whatever comes out is put in this time capsule, and that's what's so beautiful about it. And like maybe one year something comes out and the next year something completely different, and 10 years later it's something completely different again. So I think that's the beauty of art and music in general, that you can capture what is there at the time.
Well, you know why that makes so much sense? Okay, so I have my favorite types of music, but as a listener, we all listen to different music depending on what mood we're in, what vibe we want at that moment in time.
Yeah.
So it's like, why should an artist be boxed in too? And why wouldn't you want, as you're evolving as an artist, to just test your limits?
Totally.
Like you were saying, artists like do the same thing over and over again. I would be bored. Even if I loved the music, I would be bored because I would want to try something different. Perfect example is a band that's headlining next week at the same venue at Louder Than Life called Bring Me to Horizon. They've gotten a lot of flack lately because of all the type of music they've been putting out for the past few years, and all the gatekeepers were like, you're supposed to be a deathcore band, not a pop band, not an electronic band, not a this. And Ollie, the lead singer, in an interview, he said, why do I want to write the same song over and over again?
Yeah,
and
totally.
that's brilliant.
It goes back to Dylan bringing out the electric guitar and just people thinking that like artists cater to them. But the reason you actually like an artist is not because they're catering to you, it's because they show you something you never thought you even wanted. That's, I think, what we're all here to do, for better or worse, and risking our asses like just being artists in this day and age is because it's a way of exploring yourself. Like, there's things I'm probably going to write that I would never think I was going to write, and those to me are always like the best ideas or the best eureka moments, is when something arrives that you're just like, whoa, this feels completely outside of anything I ever thought I'd write. And that shows the elements of personal growth as well, I think.
I was going to hit on that, what you just said, because that is what it is, personal growth. If you never grow out of that box, there is no personal growth. So, kudos. And look at, okay, Ozzy.
We're getting deep, man.
I know,
This is
right?
getting pretty deep right now.
I know.
Deep and old. Maybe this is the age. Like, that's what happens.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
I know, right? Well, look at Ozzy, okay?
Yeah.
When I started listening to Ozzy a million years ago, would I have ever contemplated that he would have done a song with Elton John? No. Would I have ever contemplated Post Malone? No.
Yeah.
And he did both recently. It's like those are two different spectrums, and he did collabs with a lot. I think as an artist, you just gotta be you.
Totally.
And we were talking before about the algorithms, but was it really different before the algorithms? Record labels used to do it too.
Yeah.
Record labels are always, well, what genre are you? Oh, I play all kinds of genre. No, you can't say that. You can't do that. And why can't you?
Yeah, I know. Fuck it.
Does make it more difficult for the marketing person, but I don't
does.
fucking care.
I don't give a shit.
You have to just that's just not art. If you're doing it for the marketing, it's just not something different.
No
It's
doubt.
craft.
And I am a big believer, especially as somebody that sat with bands in the 80s while they were signed with record labels, telling them how to do their music. I'm like, I think the business people need to be there because that's how you get somewhere. But they need to stay the business people, and the artists need to stay the artists.
Yeah.
And that's where I think that's where you draw the line. Artists should have total creative control. That doesn't mean you don't get advice from other artists like producers and stuff like that. But the business people, they don't know the art, they know the business. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I totally agree. And the thing is, artists have a tendency to go against what people in suits tell them to do. So we're children. We're basically children because our children are the same.
Right.
We're like, don't do that. Don't pull the middle finger. What are they doing?
The minute you tell them
yeah,
that.
I know.
You tell them, they just want to do it. And so I think it's the same with artists. And I think you're right.
So we're not old. We're big babies.
Yeah, we're big.
There it is.
Yes.
See, that's better.
Stay young.
I think that's better. Look at Ringo Starr yesterday. I was in amazement. He's in his mid-80s, and he was doing jumping jacks on stage and running around the stage.
Yeah,
you
amazing.
never know. And I think that's what happens when you really, really enjoy expressing your art.
Yeah.
100%. I
You know?
agree.
It literally gives you life.
Yeah.
It
Totally.
literally gives you life. Yeah.
So when did this all happen? When did you decide? What was it that made you decide to go this route, both of you?
You mean like in general with St. Lucia?
With
Or
St.
this
Lucia?
out and
no,
this
not
whole-
the outfit, but music in general.
Oh. We've been dating for a long time and been together for a long time. So
23 years.
23
Like,
years.
most people don't know, like.
Yeah, we met at school.
Congrats. I didn't even make it 23 years with 2 wives.
Well, this is us. We met at school, and then actually for the longest time we kind of we tried to avoid working together because everybody tells you it's bad for you, it's bad for business, it's
I
bad
hate
for
that.
whatever. I know, and then at one point we got to the point because we're working together all the time. We just said fuck it, and then things started happening once we embraced that. So
That's great.
it's been a while.
I have this viewpoint. You hear it all the time. Oh, I'd never work with my spouse. I don't want to spend that much time with him. Then you're with the wrong person.
Yeah.
Like when you want to be with them all the time, and especially in music, why would you want to be with somebody while they're on the road and maybe you're on the road too, but separately when you could do it together?
I know, and now we've expanded. So now we've got 2 little ones too, and they're on the road with us too.
See?
So we're just growing.
I love it. And then they could be the next generation
Yeah,
of
we'll
St.
put
Lucia.
them. We'll put them in
Whether
the
they
to
like
work.
it or
Yeah,
not.
I know.
Have they shown interest yet?
Like musically, Indy, our first one, he's very musical. Charlie, I think, needs to have a drum kit, and then he just needs to bang on stuff
Who
right now.
knows?
But who knows? Like, we're not forcing it down.
Charlie's a lefty. Charlie's our youngest. He's a lefty who was born on Friday the 13th.
Wow.
I know.
And what's the other weird thing about him? There's some other weird thing about him.
We love him.
And whenever he counts, he skips the number 13. I don't know. So I think he's an interesting case, and I think
He will surprise us all.
he'll surprise us all.
But
he's-
we are
not. that he's
not.
not musical.
We are not forcing anything down their throats.
I
or
love
anything.
that too.
We have music around. We have an open door in the studio. They come in, they play stuff. They can do whatever they want, and if they show interest. Like, I think I want to sit down with Indy and do a bit more like piano and stuff, but I never like want him to like miss out on the love of it, you know? So
And if you force them,
yeah.
they're not going to have fun with it, and you let it happen organically,
Yeah, exactly.
and it will.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
they're always surrounded by it, so we'll see where that goes.
There you go.
I might just make him become a business person, though. I don't know.
He could be your guy's manager.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, do the numbers, please.
Right? Okay, so tell everybody how they can reach out to you guys on socials, on the web, buy your merch, because they can't listen to my show unless they buy your merch, because that's how you get to the next gig, and that's how you can feed the kids at these festivals, too.
True.
Yeah, we were pretty early on the social media bandwagon, so our Instagram, our main thing is Instagram still. Like, we never really super got into the TikTok thing, but our Instagram is just at St. Lucia, one word, STLUCIA. Website for merch, I mean, it's just www.stlucianewyork.com, and all the merch is on there. You can also buy it via Spotify, I think. It's like on, but preferably go to our actual store.
I say so.
Yeah, but we're all over on YouTube, we're on all the platforms. We're out there.
Nice. Yes, and definitely go buy their album on their site.
Yes.
Because otherwise, they don't even get enough to get one of those little round bubble gums in the bubble gum machine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So have 1 million streams, and you could buy a half a gumball.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's stupid.
Who
Yeah.
would have known that Lars was right when he
Oh,
was
dear.
when everybody was complaining because he complained about Napster? Here we are.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this new podcast startup, this AI podcast startup
Oh, God.
that's aiming to produce like 1,000 podcast episodes per day with AI and have like AI personalities, and it costs them like $1 per episode, so no matter what happens, it's a win for them.
And I think it sucks.
Yeah, me too. It's
Why would you listen to that? Why would anyone?
And there's artists out there creating music with AI. You're not an artist
I
if you're
know.
creating music with AI.
I know.
I want the real thing.
Me too.
And
Let's
even-
go back to rock and roll.
No doubt. That's what we need right
yeah,
there.
let's get sweaty. That's it.
And
I'm
you-
getting sweaty right now.
I know, me too.
I know, you could definitely get sweaty in Louisville. So, but anyway, do you have any final words you want to leave the listeners with?
No, we're just very excited to play here in Louisville again. It's been a while. Last time I think we were here was for Forksville Festival like years ago. Or did we play our own show here? I can't remember. We've been doing this a long time. Things kind of
I know,
blur
right?
after
They
a
all
while.
swirl in your head, right?
Yeah, exactly. But no, we're just very happy to be here playing a festival with our band and the people we love, and to have the kids here. We just feel very blessed. It's great.
Well, we're blessed to have you, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman here at Bourbon Beyond.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.